Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already subscribed, consider doing so because I'm posting videos every week now. This week we're talking about deadlines and how much I hate them. But I'm trying to get better. I am a recovering deadline hater. About a month ago, my husband and I started reading The Power of Habit by Charles Duhigg. And one chapter into the book, I realized how great this book's content would be for writers. If you haven't read it, go read it. I'll be going more into depth on the book in the future. I haven't quite finished it yet. For now, let's talk about the habit of writing and utilizing self-imposed deadlines. Deadlines and I have a pretty rocky history. And as I was reading The Power of Habit, I wanted to analyze why exactly. My best work happens on a deadline. This is true, but I also use it as a crutch to not stay on target sometimes. Instead of sitting down every day, I think I'll be much more productive with my time and be able to get so much more done later, just not right now. And then I say that every day until it's the day before the deadline. Even if that statement is true for you, you're causing yourself too much stress. It's not healthy. Yes, I'm ecstatic I was able to write 25,000 words in 3 days for NaNoWriMo, but I was stressed out. All I did was write for those 3 days, and guess what? It led to burnout. Doing too much of anything at one time makes you despise it until you recover. Maybe despise is a strong word, but you get what I mean. Mini tip before we get into things real quick, use the 1-minute rule in your life. I heard about this recently on a podcast, and I couldn't believe the epiphany I had. While the podcast was talking about this in terms of everyday life, like putting up your shoes and putting your cup in the dishwasher, I immediately thought of writing. Is there something you should do that would take you less than 1 minute, but you always make excuses? Do you have to change a character's name or fix one paragraph? Answer an email you've been avoiding, but really it won't take you very long to do? Stop focusing on the, oh my God, I have so much to do, I just can't do any of it. Big picture, and get started with the little things. By not letting these 1-minute tasks pile up to 61-minute tasks, you can get to the bigger items on your list that may take more time and energy, but may be more rewarding as well. If you let those things pile up, you'll never get to your big things. All right, so ways to overcome FOD, or fear of deadlines. I'm gonna go over 6 of them for you. 6 great tips. Number 1, clear deadlines. Make your deadlines less scary by making them ultra clear, like in pretty visual format. A while back, I talked about the ugly spreadsheet I used for tracking my editing progress. It was hideous. And then during NaNoWriMo, I found that there's actually a separate goal tracker feature on their site where you can set your own goals outside of Nano. I'm pretty sure they had this before, but it was in beta or something and it never worked for me, but oh my God, it's beautiful. Now I can see exactly what I need to do every day without tinkering or calculating or moving anything around. My deadline is clear. My average that I need to do every day is clear. It's amazing. Go do it. Link is down below. And number 2, don't focus on the deadline. I know that's confusing because I just said have a crystal clear deadline, but I get anxious when I think about deadlines. Having a countdown timer to my book's release doesn't motivate me right now. It just sinks a black stake into my heart. So I have my goal. I sit down and I write, and I don't think about how many more days of this I have to do until that deadline. I just do my daily goal. That's it. It's impossible for me to eliminate that deadline in one day, so it's not worth me worrying about every single day until that deadline. I know it'll take me, say, 40 days to even finish one round of edits, but don't focus on that number. I do it all the time and I have to stop myself. Focus on the daily. An easy way to do that is the 10-minute rule. Another minute rule? I know, there's like a million. And there's many variations of this rule, but in general, set whatever time limit for yourself, say 10 minutes, and just sit down and see how much you can get done. Once you start, it's so much easier to continue. That 10 minutes may turn into 30 minutes, may turn into an hour. Number 3, don't put it off. For the love of God, don't do it. The stress you feel right now for your deadline 2 weeks from now will be so much worse in 2 weeks when you still haven't done anything about it. Take it from me. I nearly killed myself writing so much at the end of Nano. Mind you, this was something I specifically said I was not going to do. So in my mind, I tend to blow up a task until it's the worst thing in the world and I have no idea how I'm going to ever get it done. But when I finally sit down to do it, I'm done in like 10 minutes. So much easier than I thought it would be. So don't blow it off. Number 4, schedule your writing time. I don't really like scheduling. I like freedom. Or so I usually think. But in a test, scheduling helps me a lot. I have so much more free time in my schedule than I like to think that I do. There's still not a lot, but there's more than I thought there was. And scheduling lets me log my free time instead of me taking as much as I want. It also helps you maintain, which is really hard for a lot of us who tend to wait to the last minute. A little bit every day might not seem like progress, but every day counts. Schedule that writing or editing time and set an alarm on your phone. When that alarm goes off, you know it's go time. Don't ignore your alarm. Follow up to that, number 5, set a timer. This is a new thing that I'm trying and I already like it. When you sit down for your scheduled writing time, set a timer. There's a lot of stuff you need to do in a day, and you've allocated this specific amount of time for writing. Set a timer and write. I've allocated an hour and a half every day, right when I get home, to get my writing done. I set my timer and I don't get up until that timer goes off, unless it's an emergency. What if I'm in a groove and I want to keep going? Then that's an even better reason to stop. You'll be so much more motivated to continue tomorrow, because remember, we're like planning and scheduling. Tomorrow you'll be doing it too. Setting a timer activates my race to the finish line high that I want to get by waiting until the deadline, except this isn't the deadline, it's your daily deadline. Some days will be harder than others, but use that timer to get you motivated. It's like a countdown. It's just, it works. Makes you want to write. Also, when I say writing, I'm also meaning anything to do with writing, editing, managing your business, marketing, whatever the case may be. And last up, number 6, reward yourself. If you reach a deadline, there better be a reward. Not just the reward of knowing that you met your deadline, if you did, but something you would look forward to, like a treat. Why? Because if you have a negative, stressful association with deadlines like I do, then you need to reinvent how you think about deadlines. And a great way to do that is through positive associations, like rewards. Pick weekly rewards or bi-weekly rewards, and then one big deadline reward. Holy crap, I'm saying that a million times. Reward. I hate that word. Make them good, but obviously within your budget or ability to procure. Sooner or later, you'll behaviorally modify your way out of hating deadlines. At least I hope so, because I want to really like deadlines. All right, guys, that's all I have for today. I hope this video is super helpful, and I hope it gets you on the right track to using deadlines and to making it a positive experience. All right, bye, guys. Go set some deadlines. I know I have plenty.